Good evening, my name is Niranjan Narayanaswamy and I'm filling in for Arnab Goswami, who will be back on the show very soon. So ladies and gentlemen, as the nation battles COVID and we begin to improve, there is an attempt also to pass the buck, alienate allies and play politics. And on the debate this evening, we have Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Suhail Seth, Managing Partner, Council Age India and Brand Guru, P.K. Basu, economist and author, Asia Reborn, live from Delhi, Dr. Sreeram Chaulia, contributor at Republic TV and also an expert at international affairs, Reena Gupta, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, Pankaj Sharma, senior journalist and former media advisor to former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath, Ravi Srivastava was a political analyst, and Manaswi Thapar, political analyst and lawyer, completes the panel. Okay, who overreacted? Sreeram Chaulia, who overreacted?
Well, Niranjan, you know, this variant business and the naming of variants, it's a matter of controversy. And I remember there was talk about a South African variant, a Brazilian variant, then the UK variant. Now, unfortunately, there is the use of the terminology of Indian variant. But I think it's fair to say, like you said at the beginning, that the origins was the real issue. The crux of the matter is the origin. So if you want to call it Chinese virus, I think it's a fair word. Even that, you know, in some countries they said it's controversial because that will lead to hate crimes against Asian minorities. So, okay, we are calling it coronavirus, many of us. The point is, I think for an Indian elected official, he must think before tweeting. This is not like a Donald Trump who's, you just do whatever comes to your mind. It's not, you cannot act on whims. First of all, already flights from Singapore had been banned for a long time. There was no point at all. And secondly, what is the meaning of a Singapore variant? There isn't any Singapore variant whatsoever, even if you use the controversial term. And remember, this is a very sensitive matter. Singapore is important for us not only because they gave us a lot of emergency aid and assistance during this second wave, but also because it's the largest foreign investor in India. It's a strategic partner for us. It's part of our important linchpin of our Act East policy. We cannot disrespect and alienate important partners like this. Of course, it's not the official government view, thank God. We would have never done it. But even a state government, state chief minister must think about the import of his words or of his tweets. People in power have to think twice before doing this because it creates damage. As Mr. Basu was saying, it will have a ricochet impact with the Indian community in Singapore. It could create a negative impression and lead to more countries using Indian variant as a kind of a retort to what we are saying. So, our diplomatic, right now we need a lot of empathy, lot of friends and a lot of support. We don't want a situation where we are, upsetting people. That's the worst kind of outreach to the world. So I think Mr. Kejriwal, thank God he is not Prime Minister, he can never be. Thank God he can never be Foreign Minister. But even as a Chief Minister of a union territory, he ought to think before, being like a motor mouth. Because motor mouths are not what we need right now. We need diplomacy, and I think S.Jaishankar put him in his place appropriately.
Sreeram, let me ask you this question. 2015 paper on China developing bioweapons, America is talking about it. It's with the US State Department. 1 second. Chinese virologist has said that it originated from China. She has more details. She came on Republic as well. China created a 20-year plan to study human-made epidemics as part of biodefense. 18 of the world's most respected researchers and scientists from US and UK are talking about it. Why can't our politicians talk about it? Sreeram, and then I'll go to PK.
Niranjan, it's because of pettiness. The diversion is not from vaccination to Singapore. The diversion is from China to all others. What has been happening, and it's unwitting also. I don't think Mr. Kejriwal even knows these complex geopolitical realities that one country seeded this whole thing and is now reaping the benefits of it. It's becoming quite obvious that China is emerging with a lead and leaving all of us behind after having first unleash the virus in the world, either through negligence or willfully, that remains to be seen. So historical accountability, culpability, this is the world's biggest crisis in 100 years. How can we not hold China accountable? How can we let them off the hook? Why are we going after poor Singapore? What is their fault? Let us please spare Singapore. We need Singapore to come around to support the rest of the world and to move away from the Chinese orbit. We need Singapore and friends like those to be talking sense and to be joining hands with the entire world. I think that is the key.
Yeah, that's the key. I'll give him 10 seconds.
Let us not get diverted by Singapore or by pettiness.